My boss gave me one rule as a 911 dispatcher: if a call comes from the old house on the county line, you let it ring. Last night, I answered. Part 6. They just looked at each other. It was a look I'd never seen before, of a grim, tired resignation. My supervisor sighed, a heavy, rattling sound, and rubbed his temples. The older dispatcher, she just stared at the article, her face pale. So it started again, she said, her voice barely a whisper. What do you mean, started again? I asked, my voice shaking. What is going on? My supervisor sat down heavily. Kid, he said, and he looked 100 years old. We need to tell you about the man you replaced. He told me the story. The dispatcher who had my seat before me. He'd been a good man, sharp, dedicated. About a year before I was hired, he started getting strange. He was obsessed with a specific address. The old house at the end of the road. He kept sending cars out there, insisting there was a child in trouble. The patrols always came back empty. He started pulling old files, spending his days off at the library. He became withdrawn, paranoid. He claimed he was getting calls no one else could hear. We checked the logs, my supervisor said, his voice low and serious. The system never registered the calls he said he was taking. We pulled the audio recorders for his console. There was nothing on them but dead air. We thought he was having a breakdown. Stress of the job. My blood turned to ice water. The system, it doesn't log the calls for me either. They just show up on the screen and then disappear. They don't go into the call history. The older dispatcher nodded slowly. We know. It's the same. He told us what the calls were about. A little boy. A man in a mask. I felt like I was going to be sick. What happened to him? I whispered, though I already knew the answer. One night, the supervisor continued, his eyes fixed on the linoleum floor, he took a call. We saw him on the console, talking, his face ashen. He was typing a report, then he just